I sincerely believe in this school. I sincerely believe that this school saved our lives.
It is not the walls and the carpeting and the paint and the equipment. It's the people and the kids and the joy and the acceptance.
Angel was born on November 23rd of 2003. We did not know what was wrong with her right away. Angel has several forms of seizure disorders. She's been given West syndrome, epilepsy, hypsarrhythmia.
She had a traumatic brain injury, which caused extensive brain damage. She's quadriplegic. She's legally blind.
We saw an MRI that showed that her brain was so badly damaged in so many places that there really was no hope.
His brain never fully formed, and the fluid, his brain just kind of filled up with fluid.
They put a shunt in to help, and then there were complications with that, and then the seizures started.
She had spastic quadriplegia cerebral palsy. She was cortically visually impaired. She was nonverbal.
In addition to being blind, he is autistic, and he has a little bit of CP, but mostly it's just the autism that causes the most problem. As he got out of the preschool, there was no place that he really fit. He just was just outside of the box.
So when we started looking for some place for her to go, and because she had so many special needs, more medically fragile, I just kept coming up with a very short list to nothing.
I came to Rosedale the first time and I looked around and I saw other children in wheelchairs like Savannah. I saw people that seemed to really care for the children and the students who are here.
And everything was accessible there, and everything was modified, and it was no big deal.
We were so welcomed when we got here. Everybody was just smiling and hi and so friendly and so comfortable with Angel. They weren't afraid to pick her up. They weren't afraid when she had a seizure. My hope was given back to me that Angel is going to get to learn something, whether we know or not, or she tells us or not. That day, when I first brought her here, I knew she was going to learn.
Big red switch to match your red outfit. There you go. Nice. Good job. Angel, that was independent.
I felt like I had a shared partnership for the first time. I felt like I wasn't in it alone. I felt like I had a community here.
We serve basically two populations. We serve students who are medically fragile, and then we also serve students whose behavior is such that they may require one-to-one support or very small group support.
These students are given the highest possible regard by everyone that's coming into contact with them. People are excited to see them, and there's so much excitement about communication and a student telling you what they want.
We have really challenging students, but once we get to know a student, it is amazing what those students can do.
There is a Stephen Hawking in here, there is a Picasso in here, there is a Lady Gaga in here.
They are really interacting with us at a very different level and a very intimate level. And they are able to express their wants and their needs, and you just have to listen and you have to observe.
Yeah, she has this communication device, and I was a little skeptical at first. She has an earpiece and a button, and so she can click the button. When she clicks the button, then it will start cycling through the icons. She hears those cycling through the earpiece. When she gets to the one she wants to choose, she clicks the button again, and then it will say it out loud.
Let me.
So, from my experience, the first time I saw her use this device, I walked into the classroom and they said, oh, we've been working with her on her communication device, and she looked up and she saw me and she clicked her thing, and you can't hear it cycling, just she can hear it cycling. And so I was talking to the teacher and such, and then it said, hello. So she had chosen hello. She wanted to say hello to me. And it's an amazing thing that this child that you don't think is ever going to speak, to say hello. I never thought I'd hear her do that. You know, it was a 10-year hello in the waiting.
I don't think I've ever met a group of more amazingly selfless people who are willing to just pour out all of who they are for children who aren't their own, the neediest of the needy.
A lot of places, they see the disabilities, they see the behaviors, but at Rosedale, they see the child. They're the most kind and compassionate group of people that I've seen in one place ever.
Our students and our parents are teaching us as much or more than we teach. It's very difficult when we lose students.
Last time I counted, I think there were 17 students on that wall that at one time had been in my class.
And even knowing that students are medically fragile and have all of these health needs, it doesn't make it make any more sense.
That part of the job never gets easy.
We've had at least one student die every year that I've been here, and typically more.
There's a lot of things that you know they're not going to do. I think when they're young, you realize right off the bat, there's no play dates, there's no swim team, no soccer.
She'll never get to live independently. She won't get to have a boyfriend, and she's not going to get to go ride a horse.
Savannah wouldn't ever grow up and be a teenager that would get in a car and drive herself to school. That Savannah wouldn't, I thought, ever go to prom.
When I found out Rosedale was having a prom, I got so excited because I was going to get to dress up Angel and dress up her wheelchair, and she loves music.
Hey.
You look very nice. Oh, thank you.
You know, a lot of these families, you know, it's something that they never imagined their child would be able to do. They never imagined their child would put on a tuxedo and go to prom and have a date with a classmate.
Who's your date, Joey?
Samantha.
I think that first year we didn't think anyone was going to come, but I think we had 150, 200 people here. It was amazing.
My prom was awful, so I'm thinking her prom, much better, much more fun, there's no drama.
The prom was something that was exceptionally good. The kids had so much fun. The parents had more fun.
The hopes and dreams that I've had for Charles I feel like we're experiencing them right now, because we had a child who didn't really have anything, and then he blossomed into this child who has so much more than anybody had ever assumed he could have.
There's a personality, there's a person in there. This is a person who sees the world differently than I do, experiences the world differently than I do. Everything is different. And she's the only person that can really live the world day by day, minute by minute, second by second. And I think she really does try to enjoy life as it comes to her. And that's a lesson that she teaches me every day.
This school has helped me heal as a parent. It's helped me realize that there are so many normal moments that I get to have too in celebrating her life.
Many students are here for most of their lives, or some students are here all of their lives. It's more than a school, it's kind of a family environment. It's like home for a lot of our students. And I think about the greatest place you could find to work.